And a good afternoon from Las Vegas, Nevada. We're on Sunset Road. This is Vegas Plains Live. I'm Mo. My daughter Jennifer is up on top of the van getting shots as we await Air Force One, who is about 15 minutes or so east of us now, flying in from the East Coast, from the nation's capital. President Trump will be traveling downtown Las Vegas in a motorcade where he will greet a rally to discuss the impact of his tax cuts on the hospitality industry here in Las Vegas, specifically the no tax on tips on wages and also the changes to the taxes on overtime.
I'm not seeing anything. Did you go live?
Yeah.
Because I don't see anything.
Just stay. I'm working on YouTube Studio.
Coming up to Lake Mead.
Air Force One is currently
Air Force
approaching
One's coming up to
Lake
Lake Mead.
Mead. We are awaiting his arrival, which should be very shortly. All the other traffic to the airport has been stopped by air traffic control, as Air Force One obviously has priority in the sky.
Oh yeah, he's at Lake Mead. He looks like he's sped up. Can you see?
We are panning the area. As you can see right now, Las Vegas Harry Reid International Airport, which is one of the busiest airports in the United States, currently shut down, waiting for the arrival of Air Force One. There are quite a few people here in the parking lot and along Sunset Road also here to
There's no video.
spot the arrival of Air Force One. And Dave J., thanks for tuning into the stream. Welcome to Vegas Plains Live. Thanks for tuning in. Again, we're just awaiting the arrival of Air Force One here at Vegas Plains Live. And another shout out to Dave J. watching from Alberta, Canada. What you're looking at now is the high roller, which is at the link in downtown Las Vegas. And there's the control tower. And to the right of it, the shorter tower is Las Vegas Harry Reid ramp control, which controls all the inbound and outbound aircraft from the aircraft gates. And there are over 100 gates here. Scanning now, we're looking at Mandalay Bay, and then farther to the left is the Legion Stadium. And the pyramid shape, of course, is the Luxor Hotel, which is one of the many MGM resorts here in town. Kind of keeping the commentary minimal at this point because there's just not much to talk about as we await the final approach for Air Force One, 747. Kind of see our
We've got a lot of spectators for Air Force One's arrival.
Air Force One just got the clear to land from the control tower here in Las Vegas, as you heard. So he's probably within 5 minutes of landing.
There's the Retro American sitting over there at the terminal.
We should now, with the naked eye, soon be able to see Air Force One on its final approach to runway 26 left.
I see a blob.
Which is the longest runway here in Las Vegas. And it's actually the second longest runway in North America, over 14,500 feet. It's also windy here, so that's why we're getting a little bit of tripod readjustment up on top of the van as Jennifer tries to stabilize the camera there and spot Air Force One, which is now on the final approach.
Sorry, I was letting people know.
Also a bit hazy, but now I can actually see with the naked eye Air Force One as we zoom in on. Let's just watch the land. a wind advisory. In fact, they just saw the little bit of a dip in the wings as he's about to touch down at 26 knots. Air Force One is now nose down. And hello to DJTFE, who's just did the live stream over the biggest news live. Not exactly sure where Air Force One is going to be parking, whether it's over by the general aviation ramps and signature aviation on the west side, or back here on the east side. Here at Air Force One getting his taxiing instructions from the ground controller at the tower at LAS.
Air Force One, taxi Bravo, and then at Charlie 1 more runway your choice.
Shout out to my son John back in Kentucky. Just adjusted the audio levels a little bit. Hopefully that is better. And we just got the thumbs up on Messenger. Thanks, John. Now we'll just try and figure out where Air Force One is taxiing to on the airport property. Customary is to have a restricted terminal flight area, which has been in effect since about 3 o'clock this afternoon here in Las Vegas for the airport. And until Air Force One is completely come to a stop, there will be no activity in or out of LAS. Nicholas Arnold, thanks so much for just subscribing to Vegas Plains Live. We appreciate every subscriber. We're now over 20,000. Thank you to each and every one of you. Thanks, Dave J, for sharing this. thanks, Kim, for tuning in. And Kim indicates that he is taxiing down to the Marnell Cargo Facility, which is the usual stopping point for Air Force One. Gotta love those box trucks obstructing the view. And thank you to Bigfoot Sasquatch for watching, for the shout out. See, Air Force One's just taxiing below the new Hard Rock Cafe Guitar Hotel that's going up next to the High Roller Tourism. Air Force One directly in front of the Sphere now, or behind, not sure which direction. And the Kelly song, thank you for thanking us. And Nicholas says that my voice sounds like I'm a radio host. Well, my background is in broadcast radio. Started when I was 16 back in New Hampshire and worked my way up to a radio anchor job with Wall Street Journal Radio Network in New Jersey. Thank you, A-Ball Sop 39 for tuning in, and at 3DHP, who is a local content creator. Shout outs to all the local content creators, including the aviation creators. Trying to do here with the commentary is strike a balance between being too obtrusive and not enough commentary. So we'll try and keep it as limited as possible. Tail number, which I believe is 29,000.
Oh, and here come the stairs.
Of course, there has been for years a project underway to refurbish and develop a new Air Force One. Now we see the steps, the portable stairs being brought up to the side, so President and his party.
Sorry guys, the tripod I'm fighting.
And we have a FedEx trailer that decided just to stop right in front of the camera. I've been told from some in the chat that it's hard to hear my voice. I have the microphone literally right up to my mouth. Hopefully this is a little bit better.
The beast is pulling up.
Thank you, Jesse L, for joining the stream. Alphabet Beta 1094 at Bootleg 711. Thank you, Wasim Mohammed, for subscribing to Vegas Plains Live. Again, thank you to all who have tuned in on this literally pop-up live stream. Bigfoot says the new Air Force One donated by Qatar will be awesome. Alphabet's asking where the C-17 supports are, and we haven't seen them. Obviously, they landed well before we got out here. Thank you to Clint Madurai 7680 for tuning in. This is also Las Vegas in the middle of the desert, so it's extremely hard to even see my laptop computer screen. Thank you, a Dancing Queen, for telling us the president is walking down the stairs.
So the C-17 supports came in yesterday, and they are parked over at the other ramp near Signature Aviation.
Also getting some comments about the shade of blue on Air Force One.
And there goes the motorcade.
And the motorcade is just starting to make its way off Harry Reid Airport to head downtown to the hotel for the rally. Plans call for the president to remain overnight at his Trump Hotel on the Strip, and then leave Las Vegas tomorrow morning for Phoenix, Arizona. What we'll do here is we'll hang on the air for a few minutes afterwards to watch the resumption of airport operations. And that Kelly's song Thank you for just subscribing to Vegas Plains Live. And to Clint Madure, I hope I haven't butchered the name, for subscribing as well. And thanks, Kelly Song. The hotel he is going to is the AC Hotel. We are pleased to bring this coverage to you. Thank you for thanking us. Thank you again for watching.
Looks like planes are starting to come back in.
Well, operations obviously must have resumed because Jennifer has just spotted a plane coming into land on the 19 runways. 19 left, about to go behind the Hilton properties and the Sphere.
And for those watching, sorry if there's overlap with the audio. I am not plugged into the microphone. Well, I can't hear my dad talking.
And I believe that we just saw a landing in Alaska Airlines Flight 778 from Portland, Oregon to Las Vegas. Could be actually Alaska on screen right now. Flight 778 from Portland, Oregon to Las Vegas. So they have not yet resumed operations on the 26 runways. 26 left that we used to land. The president, as we mentioned, upon landing, took the longer runway, which is 26 I believe going right behind the Stratosphere, locally as the Strat, is Southwest Airlines Flight 2472 from Indianapolis to Las Vegas. We're landing on 19 left. Thank you at Lucifer Ash 666 for watching. some indications that the 757, which is in the air simultaneously with Air Force One, is in the vicinity of Nellis Air Force Base just north of Las Vegas. We have another Southwest approaching the 19s. This is a flight from Memphis, Tennessee to Las Vegas. This is Southwest Flight 3409. We're not hearing any radio communications because I locked the scanner on the tower frequency for 26 runways, not the ones in 19s. So we sure to not have it scan off the channel as Air Force One is getting towards the That's the Venetian and Palazzo. Southwest just moved by on the approach. And we just got, I believe, what we just heard was clearance from Las Vegas Airport operations that the 26 left runway. You can see the car just zipping down the runway there. He's doing the inspection now. The 26 left before they resume landings directly in front of us. Clark County Airport Fire Department returning to station. Just waiting for ops to finish the rundown. 26 left before they resume landings on 26 left directly in front of us. And we'll probably stay on for another 15 or 20 minutes once they resume landings on the 26 left. Now I believe we are watching on final approach for runway 19 right as the wind begins to howl and almost blow the laptop off its stand. United Airlines flight 1845 from Houston, Texas to Las Vegas. approach, we're watching a Southwest Airlines flight from halfway across the Pacific, landing from Honolulu. Southwest Flight 2257 from Honolulu.
Looks like a Southwest is coming to line up for 26 for takeoff.
And now we see a Southwest flight taxiing out to 26 right as they get set to resume landing and takeoff operations on 26 right and left. Again, we apologize for the box trucks, but we wanted to pick the best view we could get for Air Force One. This is it.
We have a Janet coming in on the 119s.
And what we're watching on the screen now is Janet Airlines, the top secret airline operated by the U.S. Air Force that transits highly classified employees, government employees, to Area 51 and the Tonopah Test Range at Jet Propulsion Lab in California. Janet 48 landing from Tonopah. Oh, Southwest 3399, the first to take off from 26 right after Air Force One landed.
Good, how you doing?
Good. So the property representative called us, and they told us that they didn't want anybody here, on property, taking pictures or doing whatever.
Okay.
So we're just gonna ask you guys to leave. We're gonna go in there and clarify anyway. Just to
Okay.
make sure, that it's everything here,
Okay.
and then we'll just go from there. I know it's because I was telling my partner, I feel like it's because the president's coming. You guys are trying to catch us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we usually always are sitting over here. We've been coming
Yeah.
here for years.
Yeah, we're going
Yeah, and
to
I just-
have
I don't
to
know why they're
end the
having-
stream
You know what I mean?
at
But
Yeah.
it's their, it's considered.
No, I
we
totally
can
get it,
ask
yeah.
my
Now, is the
property
box
owner.
considered their property?
So it looks like it. When I look at the map,
We thank
like,
all
the
of you for
outline,
watching.
Uh-huh.
It looks like it is.
And
Oh, it is?
stay
Okay.
tuned to our channel, and please check
Because I didn't know if
any
that
of
was like
our
city
nearly
property or
300
not.
videos that are up and available.
We'll try and verify.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it looks
Thanks
like
for
it's like
watching
the
Vegas
only
Plains
thing
Live.
that isn't is like the sidewalk.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we'll ask. We'll see.
All right.
Okay.
No problem. We'll
And
wrap it up.
we're going to say good afternoon for now.